Hello all the students, welcome to the online class of Matrix Methods of Structural Analysis. I am Anuja Zape, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, Sanjeevani College of Engineering, Kopargaon. So in this video, today we'll see the introduction of second unit, Flexibility Matrix Method. So most of the structures in the world are statically indeterminate structure. Determinate structure, it can be analyzed by using equations of statics alone. But in indeterminate structure, where number of reactions is greater than the number of equilibrium equation, that is either reactions or internal forces, that cannot be determined by static equations alone. Hence, in addition to the static equilibrium equation, compatibility equations are essential to determine the reactions or internal forces in indeterminate structure. So, for any structure as a whole, it needs to satisfy the equilibrium equation, which implies that the structure is in equilibrium. Secondly, it needs to satisfy the compatibility equation, which is the requirement for assuring the continuity of the structure without any break. And third condition, that is force displacement equation, the way in which the displacements are related to the forces. So therefore, we have, that is basically there are two methods of analysis for indeterminate structure, considering high degree of indeterminate structure and the development of computers. That is known as, those two methods are flexibility matrix method and stiffness matrix method. So flexibility matrix method, that is also called as force method of analysis, that is also known as method of consistent deformation. And the second method, that is stiffness matrix method, is also known as displacement method of analysis. So we'll discuss the very first, that is force method of analysis, or also called as flexibility matrix method, in which the primary unknowns are the forces. So in this method, compatibility equations are written for displacement and rotation, which are calculated by the force displacement equation, and solving those equations, the redundant forces can be calculated. Once the redundant forces are calculated, the remaining reactions are evaluated by equations of equilibrium. Okay, that is the force method. Unknowns are forces, and then we get the redundant forces, and from that the last SFD and BMD. The second method, that is stiffness matrix method, which is also known as displacement method of analysis, in that the primary unknowns are now displacement. In force method, primary unknowns are forces. In displacement method, primary unknowns are displacement. So in this method, first force displacement relations are computed, and then subsequently the equations are written satisfying the equilibrium equations of structure. After determining the unknown displacement, the other forces are calculated which satisfy the compatibility condition and force displacement relation. So this method, stiffness matrix method, that will be discussed in unit number 3. This second unit, it deals with the flexibility matrix method. So this method, it was originally developed by J. Maxwell in 1864 and O.C. Mohr in 1874. So here, this flexibility matrix method, that we'll see in this lecture, a general introduction is given to the force method of analysis of indeterminate structure. Okay, and in next lecture we'll see that how this method is applied to a statically indeterminate beams. So there we'll see a simple problem, and then it will be discussed subsequently in detail. So here in introduction, the very first flexibility matrix method, which is a consistent deformation method, in which the basic unknowns are redundant forces. So that may be a reaction or a moment. For that we need to calculate degree of static indeterminacy, DOSI. That can be defined as the number of unknowns in excess of number of equilibrium equation. So how to calculate degree of static indeterminacy for continuous beam? That is simply R minus 3, where R is the number of reaction component, right? Support reaction components. After that, we need to apply the compatibility equation. So here, compatibility equation for flexibility matrix method is given, that is dq matrix is equal to dql matrix plus f matrix into q matrix, where dq is the displacement corresponding to the action in original structure. So original structure is given, that is the problem statement. So whatever the unknown that is calculated, that is assigned by calculating the degree of static indeterminacy. So displacement corresponding to that action, that we have to write in this dq matrix. So if corresponding action is a reaction, so displacement corresponding to that reaction is always translation. And if corresponding action is moment, then displacement corresponding to moment is rotation. Okay, so displacement corresponding to the action or reaction is translation, and displacement corresponding to the moment is rotation. The second matrix is dql matrix, that is the displacement corresponding to the action in release structure. F is the flexibility coefficient factor matrix and Q is the unknown redundant force matrix. So this dql matrix and F matrix, that can be calculated from this form of integration. dql is given as integration from 0 to L capital M into Mi divided by Ei into dx, and flexibility coefficient factor is given by Fij is equal to integration from 0 to L Mi into Mj divided by Ei into dx. So these two forms, how to use that one, that we'll see in next lecture of that is how this method is applied to statically indeterminate beam through a simple problem. This method is applicable for the analysis of pin jointed plain trusses, continuous beam and rigid jointed rectangular portal frames. So here we'll see first the steps for the solution of indeterminate beam by flexibility matrix method. So these are the steps. The very first step that you have to do is find the degree of static indeterminacy, that is DSI, that is R minus 3. Then from that, choose the number of redundants, assign the coordinates to the redundant force direction, then remove those redundant, that is remove the restraint to the redundant forces and get the basic determinate structure. So whatever the excess reactions are there, if those reactions are removed, then your structure, indeterminate structure, that converts into a determinate structure. So for that, you can determine the deflection because of the given loading and then apply the compatibility condition. So after applying the compatibility condition, you can find the matrix dq, dql and f according to the integration forms given. Solve that equation and get the redundant forces. So once you get the redundant forces, you can get the member forces, shear forces and bending moment. From that, the SFD and BMD can be easily drawn. So these are the steps that will follow for analysis of indeterminate beams by flexibility method. So in next lecture, we'll solve the problem based on this. Thank you.